Yo, what is up, guys? It looks like YouTube actually changed the whole interface for YouTube Live. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been so one of the reasons why I'm actually streaming right now is just because to be honest, like I couldn't pump out a video today. And if you guys have been following me on IG Live or anything like that, catch my Instagram, baby. But if you guys haven't followed me on IG or anything like that, you guys should know that I've been working on my product, and literally I've been like shooting nonstop since like yesterday. Yo, no lie. And I'm finally fucking done. I'm so freaking excited to like that. I'm like done shooting my product. I just need to just edit it and then we good to go, man. Seton, what's up? Josh and Dylan, what's up? Andrew says, hey, what up, Kevin? This is Gordon. You, hey, no ghetto recording. Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. I don't even know if like this is the first time I'm actually using this new YouTube service. So that's why I don't have all my my refugee hustle stuff over here and all this other stuff. So it's pretty dope, man. I already got 10 people. And the one like, I got one like. That's awesome, man. I got 9 people in this bitch. Yeah, so I'm actually about to go out maybe in like 30-ish minutes or around 9 o'clock. So I just want to hit you guys up and just like, see if you guys have any pharmacy questions or anything like that. You know, just because I want to give back to my people, you know, doesn't have to be pharmacy, but you know, I want to focus more on pharmacy just because a lot of people like my pharmacy advice. And maybe tomorrow I'll do money, but today I'll focus on pharmacy. My question is to you. Do you think, and I'm going to just screenshot these as we go. Oh, fuck, my towel just fell. My question is, do you think opening up your own pharmacy is worth it these days, or working retail/hospital is a better choice? Well, it depends for what, man. I think like personally, there's a good reason why I don't want to do I don't want to open up my own pharmacy. My friend Jenny, she's actually a really close friend, and she actually opened up her own pharmacy. And for me, like to me, it's too much liability. I feel like third parties these days, they don't pay enough. There's like all these fees, like DIR fees and whatnot, and then you have the legal type of stuff where you have to keep on top of regulation, making sure that, you know, everything is spick and span. And it's a lot of work, man. To me, I don't think it's really worth it. If you have the extra money, sure, go ahead. For like I said on my previous streams, I've talked to some, I don't know what you call them, like venture capitalists or anything like that. But basically, somebody was telling me that the real key strategy to making money off independent pharmacies is that you actually purchase like 5 pharmacies and then you call it a chain, and then you get acquired by like a Walgreens or CVS. It's all about acquisition if you want to make the big bucks. So, you know, cash flow wise, it's probably not that great, but if you're trying to get sold off and whatnot, it's probably a great move. But to me, I don't know a lot about starting up your own pharmacy, but I'm like, I have friends, you know, I talk to people. So yeah, man, I'll try to find out more about that. But you know, I think retail, it pays really well. You know, that's one thing I honestly really miss, is that you got make it rain money, son. So make it rain money is always good, but you know, it's not the end of the world. So I think definitely you should work in a retail, like whatever setting. Like I would say work in a retail setting first, just so that you know the operations, you know, the legal things, just for a while, just so that you get used to everything, you know. And if you can, try to be a pharmacy supervisor, because that really helps, you know, build up the knowledge base of all the legal aspects of owning a pharmacy. So that's what my friend Jenny did, and she knows everything, man. She knows about like I was gonna say 403B, but that's like that's a retirement plan. 340B, pharmacies, everything. She knows all that stuff. So that's what I would go the route that she did. She actually worked for an insurance company as well, which is even awesome. So she knows how to get PAs to go through all that sort of stuff. So, dude, if you want to open up your pharmacy, put in the work, man. Alex Draw says, "Hello, Kevin. What's up, Alex?" Cranky Apple say, "Do you speak the Vietnamese?" No, I actually don't. But it's funny. Me and Joe and Ken and all that back in the old house, we always used to speak in a Vietnamese accent. And I've always been into JK films. And honestly, JK is like JK is one of the reasons why I picked up a Vietnamese accent, because I didn't even know what Vietnamese people were in high school, surprisingly, because it was mostly just Chinese and maybe one or two Viet kids. But yeah. Darren Liu says, "I'm about to attend my first year in college or at college. I'm wondering if I should major in biology, chemistry, or biochem." Honestly, they're pretty much all the same. Like, I did biochemistry. I have a minor in chemistry, but pretty much all of it is the same. Like, I really don't see a huge difference between biology and biochemistry. Chemistry, there might be a little difference, but honestly, I wouldn't sweat it, man. That's like not a huge thing. If you're asking like if I were to go business versus non-science degree, and it depends what your end goal is. You know, if you want to do pharmacy, sure, that's a great way to get your prereqs out of the way. But you can do like another interesting major like business or even fashion before you actually go into pharmacy. So yeah, take that for what it's worth, motherfucker. Will you choose a school that's not accredited that is offered to you with a scholarship that pays for a year, or would you go with a well-established school? Well, I think so here's the thing. If cost is like a huge issue for you, then I would go with the unaccredited school. But there's a big but, okay? So listen to me before I say go to unaccredited school, but have a contingency plan. You know, just realize that you're taking a mudda gamble. So you want to do all your research about the school and see if it's actually on the track of accreditation, because you will be wasting a lot of time if you find out your school does not get accredited. You know, that's really important. And honestly, some ways to find that out, because you can try to contact the staff there, but honestly, I don't think they will give a really, really accurate answer. I think if there's any students that are currently there, that's the best way to find out, because dude, there's no financial interest for the students. They're just going to give you the real deal. If they're pissed off, they're going to just tell you what it's like, you know? So yeah, man. Like, dude, it's something to consider, especially if you're broke, you know? Like I always say, like, fuck, you know, like just take the gamble, man. But just realize that you are taking a huge risk, you know? Do you see opportunities for online pharmacies, like selling Norcos and stuff? No. I see a huge opportunity for I don't know. That's actually a good question. For online pharmacies, I'm not quite sure, man. I know like mail order and all that, like definitely there's like a huge opportunity there, because insurance companies can better control their costs and whatnot. And plus there's like less cost for overhead, I guess, you know. It's more efficient, I guess. And actually with mail order pharmacies, there's a lot less drug error. There's a lot less medication errors, apparently. I forget which study. I was actually looking it up in my video that's coming up soon. I recorded it and all that, but I just haven't had time to edit just because I've been so busy with my investing course. Thank you. That's great advice. Yeah, no problem, man. Does pharmacy ever get boring for you? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes, what I don't get bored of though is the people. I really love the people in pharmacy. You know, everybody has their pain in the ass, like patients and stuff, right? Okay, let's be real. Like, there's always sometimes that patient that ruins your day. But one thing that I never get sick of are the ones who make it worth it. And as much as people like to complain about pharmacy and stuff, I think the patients that make it worth it, I just never get sick of, you know, and they're always going through some sort of problem, and I just want to help them, you know. But yeah, sometimes it does get repetitive, especially when you're going through a lot of problems, a lot of the same problems over and over again, like insurance rejection. Oh, I need a call, refill too soon, vacation overrides, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, it gets boring, dude, over time. Oh, I got 5 likes on this mother video. Palabraful. Joshua, I'm joining late, but I got to an accredited school instead. I choose an accredited school instead. Phi that's really good advice. I'm actually curious, Phi Let me know. Let me know what you Phi let me know why you chose an accredited school versus unaccredited school. Kevin, your mic has weird static feedback. Hold on for a second. Is it better or worse? I don't know. Let's see. Kevin, did you get the industrial position that you applied for a few weeks ago? No, I actually didn't. I don't even think that they didn't even reply to me. But sometimes with these positions and stuff, it takes a little while for it to kick in. But I wouldn't be surprised if I didn't get it. Truthfully, what I think I need is a homie hookup, and I actually need to be more proactive about meeting people in the industry and all that sort of stuff. Because I know for myself, like I can be very charismatic. I'm just very real with people, so I can get along with almost anyone. But I think right now one of my biggest priorities is just to launch this digital product, this digital course, and then maybe if it doesn't take off that well, then I'll transition back into pharmacy, which, you know, I have a growing asset and I can go back to pharmacy. And there's some like being out of pharmacy just for a few months. Honestly, I miss some of it. Like I miss taking care of patients. I miss the interns. I miss a lot of different things. And, you know, I'm just taking a little break. And it's not like I'm just, yo, I'm chilling. I do the read every day. It's not like that, man. I'm actually really hard at work. Like I literally put in more hours than I ever did with pharmacy before. And oh shit, you can still see my hairstyle. Shit. But cool thing also is that I did another reality versus expectations for nursing, and I also did a reality versus expectations for another resident. And there's like somebody I might try to set up a reality versus expectations for pharmacovigilance. So yeah, man, there's a lot on my plate. I have literally my hard drive, which is like stacked on stacked on stacked, man. And I have so much stuff to do, like to like edit and all that sort of stuff. So I'm really hoping that that if my product does well, I can hire an editor. I've also submitted like merch too. So I'm going to be launching a refugee hustle kind of merch as well. And 25% of the profits are going to go refugees. And I decided on that. I feel very strongly about that. And the last part, like if you ever read my motto for refugee hustle, it's always like rethink obstacles, hustle creatively, and live free together. And I really want to build a community where I just give back to people that are struggling, you know, and I feel very strongly about that. I'm about to buy 10 of those bitches for myself. I'm actually reviewing the final designs too. So entrepreneur life is pretty great, but no lie, the savings are dwindling, and I'm a little scared about that. But everything else is going really well in my life. And I actually booked a trip back to Boston to see my brother graduate. Palabraful. Cock says, you went to MCPHS, right? Yep, I went to MCPHS Worcester. Hi, Kevin. What opportunities open up when you have a PharmD MBA? You know, what's funny, I was actually going to do a reality versus expectations with that, just because, do you remember Tram from, I was going to ask Tram if she wants to come back on my channel and talk about the opportunities for PharmD MBA, because I think someone who actually has it is always in a better position than me, where I'm just speculating. So Like even though I get to meet a lot of people, I don't know all the opportunities. And I know some of the opportunities are actually in industry, because my friend's my roommate's boss is actually works for Amgen and stuff, and he has a PharmD MBA. So yeah, man. I think it opens up a lot more business opportunities, but I can't really say because I honestly haven't done the research at all. Does it matter what university? Wow, I'm getting like hella questions. Does it matter what university you go to for a certain degree? At the end of the day, is all the same, whether you have the skills to back it up. To me, I don't think university the university really matters. I think what really matters is clout, or the stories that you tell during your interview, because let's face it, not everybody can afford to go to a 4-year school, and no one is ever going to hold that against you. Now, having said that, you might have to work a lot harder if you don't go to a 4-year school, or if you don't go to a prestigious school. If you go to Harvard or something, yeah, that has a lot more prestige and you don't really have to prove yourself as much, but not everybody has that opportunity. I've known people that got into MIT, but their family is so broke that they couldn't afford it. It sucks, man. But it just forces you to work a little harder, think of more creative projects, or more competence triggers, or I can't think of the word, but things to improve your credibility, that you're a hard worker, you're meant for pharmacy, that you're active in the community, that you're a positive role model in society. And I think that's really important. T says, residing in Florida, we have so many pharmacy schools over here. I believe there's a bias when it comes to 3-year accelerated program as well as an unaccredited school. If you're a go-getter, had the Ashley Nguyen says, I recently got a new job at a LTC pharmacy. If I wanted to pursue long-term care, do I need to complete a residency? And is there anything about the field that you can tell me about? Personally, I can't tell you anything about the field, but I do have friends in LTC. So one thing that you need to know, or one thing that is good to know, is that you actually don't need a residency. Sometimes you can get really lucky and you can get in. And I think there's like this misconception right now, like that you need to have a residency to do anything else other than retail, but it's so untrue. Like I have a lot of friends who got into Cedars-Sinai, inpatient. Like it's really crazy what you can do without a residency. And as long as you make the right connections, and if you have some sort of credibility factors, that's what really matters. I think residency is just one of those things that really helps build up your credibility, but it's not always required. Is it a lot harder? Hell yeah, it is. It's a lot of luck too. Sometimes it's a lot of luck. Sometimes you just need to go to the boonies, but take it for what it's worth. This is speculation. And I just tell it how I see my other friends. But hey, congrats with that new job, man. That's awesome. If you're a go-getter and had the will to start a pharmacy organization and chapters at an unaccredited school, I guess it would work great, but having something established gives you a better chance to network. Of course, I totally agree with you. I think one of the best things about starting a podcast is that I get to meet so many cool different pharmacists. Not only pharmacists, but cool people. And if you can start something, initiate something, it will give you the chance to really, like you said, Fighty, to actually meet interesting people as well, So, dude, that's a great point, man. I think that's something that a lot of people don't do, take initiative. So whether you want to start an organization like a pre-pharmacy club, or maybe you want to or maybe organize like, I don't know, like a health fair or something like that with some current pharmacists and whatnot, dude, that shows a lot of initiative. That's a great way to just stand out, because a lot of people aren't willing to do the work. A lot of people are just feel so busy to actually do that. So if you can outwork people like that by taking initiative, that's a great point, man. With alumni organizations, it's already there, as well as increasing your chances for residency if that's important to you. Paul Cox says, I got admitted into MCPHS for PharmD, but I'm unsure if I should go or not. I want to move back to California after, but I've heard PharmD is super saturated here. And I also heard that the 6-year program was more hands off, and I heard the faculty don't really help. Not sure if I should go 4-year then pharmacy school. Well, so here's okay. So I'm assuming you're just in high school, Pocock, and I assume that you're just in high school and stuff. Oh, and 5T says, Pocock, have you ever thought about pursuing a PharmD PA degree? Which is a great point. There's okay, so for y'all that don't know, there's actually a lot of dual programs. You can find them online. I think I was going to do a video on this like a while ago when I was doing research. But there's like a PharmD JD program, there's a PharmD MBA program. There's a lot of dual programs. And honestly, if you are thinking about doing something extra after school, might as well just go to a program that offers both. It'll shorten your schooling and maybe save you some money, man. But dude, it's up to you. I made that choice actually with MCP. I decided I got in high school, but I told myself that, you know, I don't know if this is the right decision for me. I don't know if this is for me. And it's perfectly okay. Like I did the 4-year route, but there was a good chance that I wouldn't have gotten in a second round, you know? But then again, with MCP, it can be burn and churn. I mean, most people that I know that failed out of MCP, they ended up doing farm sci or something like that. So just keep that in mind, man. Ling Su Si. Dude, we have a lot of people in this like stream, man. A lot of new people. That's awesome, dude. Ling Su Si says, hey Kevin, what was your hardest class in pharmacy school? Oh god. Probably like, so in pharmacy school, probably like one of the hardest things for me was probably actually, I want to say cardio, because cardio is to me so when I say cardio, I mean like for therapeutics. To me, cardio is hella hard. I don't know, you just have to, like, I didn't really know anatomy that well, and like I didn't know, like it was just really hard keeping track of all the drugs, because in community pharmacy you don't really see a lot of those drugs, and it was just really hard for me, I think, you know. So I want to say the therapeutics, probably the cardio section. But I don't really, it's been 5 years. It's been a long time. HIV was actually pretty, not as difficult, but there's a lot of things to remember. And there's always like brand names, generics that you always have to remember. 5T says, I actually haven't looked into that. I should probably research that. If I did accept the school that I'm in, I definitely would apply to that program. Yeah, PharmD PA program is like a great option for a lot of people. You know, no lie, I actually thought about doing PA at one point too. So fun fact, but that was after pharm school. And I don't know, man. There's a lot of things I've considered. I've considered doing an MBA after pharm school. I decided to do a lot of different things, but to each their own. To me, I don't think the extra schooling is worth it for myself, you know, because I think at the end of the day, I've talked about it with my boy Brian. Honestly, I think at the end of the day, I'm an entrepreneur at heart, and I don't think any traditional career path will really satisfy me. And if I do those things, let's say I make a lot of money doing business and stuff, I think it'd be really cool to just go back and just practice because I really want to, or pursue something just because I really want to, not because of the money. That's something I learned from Fuck You Money. So yeah, man, FU Money is like really changing my life, man. And it's really gotten my ass off the seat. And I just feel so freaking motivated to do all this business stuff, you know? So merch on the way, course on the way, a lot of things on the way, man. My Fuck You Money is on the way. Heather, what's up? I sent you, for y'all that don't know Heather, I actually sent her. Oh, do I even have the book on my shelf? Oh, I do. It's all the way up there. I'm too lazy to grab it. But I gave her a copy of Barking Up the Wrong Tree back when I bought 5 of those bitches, you know? So, yeah. I just got into University of Washington program, and I'm low-key terrified. Is there anything that you can recommend me to prepare? What are you exactly terrified about? That's the major question. Like, is it because how hard the program is? I think it's really important to be very specific about what you're kind of terrified about, you know? And so then we can sort of go from there. I think I have a friend that actually goes there, but I don't really know that area too well, you know. So currently debating between UCLA or MCPHS, but I'm super torn because I want to be a pharmacist at the same time. I want to be a pediatrician. If I go MCPHS, it'll take less time, but I don't know. I think okay, so let me help you, Pocock. I think one of the things that you're definitely struggling with is like spending, like making the wrong decision. If you spend time in Boston and at MCP in that small building, right? It's going to give you one experience. If you go to UCLA, it's going to give you another experience. There's no right or wrong experience. Each of them is going to be very unique and different, you know? UCL, like if prices or money is not an issue for you, I don't know if it is. Please let me know if it is an issue for you. But honestly, I would just go wherever you would have the best experience, you know. And if you want, like, you can always transfer into pharmacy school like your third year. You might have to work really hard, you might need to strategize it a little bit, see all the prereqs, but that's always available for you. Like if you really want to go to UCLA and you're still trying to figure out whether you want to do pharmacy or not, why don't you just go to UCLA and then look at the prereqs for transferring in for MCPHS Worcester and do all those prereqs and apply then. You know, worst case scenario, it's just a year. And when you're trying to figure out your life or anything like that, what's the extra year of your time? You know, especially when you're having a blast. For me, I did a 4-year program and then I did 3 years. Do I regret it at all? No. Dude, it's the best decision of my life. You know why? I got to do cool things like chill in Hong Kong. I studied abroad in Hong Kong for like half a year, or not half a year, but like at least 4 months. It was actually really, really, really fun. I had the best time of my life. And if I went to MCP, I wouldn't have had that opportunity. But for people like, you know how I interviewed Alicia recently? With Alicia, she actually got to volunteer in Haiti, which is also a great experience, man. So whatever you do, you can't fuck up, you know? So try to take off the stress from yourself. There's no right or wrong decision. If you want to do, like, personally, I would take your time. Just go to UCLA. If money's not an issue, because that school's hell expensive and it's hella trafficy in that area. But, you know, take your time. There's no rush, you know? And ask yourself, why exactly do you want to go to MCP, or why do you want to go to UCLA? I think, like, and don't give yourself the bullshit answer like, yo, I want to do it just because like the program is better. No, let's talk about like real reasons why you want to go to either or, you know? And so there's no right or wrong decision, but I think like whatever, if you really want to become a pharmacist, you can go to UCLA, and then you can easily go to UCLA and then go to and become a pharmacist still, of course. Heather says, I love the book, by the way. It's actually incredible. Y'all should read. Yeah, barking up the wrong tree, guys. Yo, Eric Barker, man. Pretty interesting book. Man, I'm a mess. Laugh my ass off. How do I increase my chances of getting residency? P1. By the way, love your channel. So if I were to, okay, let's say if I wanted to do residency back in the day, right? So I think at this point I've talked to quite a few people that have done residency. The major theme that I see between these people, like a lot of these people, they didn't even consider doing residency until their last year, especially my last guest, Fiona. So I haven't released that video yet, but the common theme is, I think, find a mentor. the mentor thing is like sounds hella corny. Like, I don't know. I kind of cringe when I hear the word mentor. But I think what's really important is actually finding someone that's been there before you, you know, and they could give better advice than I could ever give, to be honest with you. So having someone from P1 year just guide you, you know, it could be a professor, but I would actually reach out to a residency program that you're actually interested in and try to cold call or cold email someone. And I'm actually doing a video on how to actually cold email someone and talk to them and get like recommendations, which, you know, actually, you know, I've done in the past. You know, I did it back when I was interested in the PHS, public health service, and I got really cool recommendations. It's a bummer that I decided not to do it. But yeah, man. JK3590. Hi, Kevin. Do you think residency is worth it? I've been in a chain farm for 5 years. I still have 2 years ago to finish with my PharmD. I think the real question is like, what would a residency? Okay, so imagine your current self and imagine yourself after a residency. And imagine like in the middle is a residency. What are you trying to chase after a residency? I think that's a really important question, you know? Definitely a residency can help you like in certain areas or get more clout in a certain area. But dude, like I think a lot of time we need to reverse engineer and think about sort of if we're going that 9 to 5 route or thinking about a dream job or something, we really have to see what our career is and then reverse engineer it. So then we can follow other people. Let's say if they're in the, I don't know, I'll take Brian. Let's say if you guys want to do informatics, does everyone in informatics have to do a residency? Well, let's take a look at prominent people that have done like pharmacy informatics and just work backwards. I think that's really, really important. But yeah, dude, consider it. I would definitely consider it. But again, try to find a mentor and try to find someone who try to find or think about what you want to be like in the end, you know? Like for me, for example, I want to be an entrepreneur and stuff, not in pharmacy, but with digital marketing. So for me, I'm not going to like, I thought about residency so many times, but I realized for me, that's not really my goal in life, you know? So for me, I have to have the patience to say no, even though it's hella tempting to just like, yo, maybe this year I should apply residency, or maybe I should do this, or maybe I should do that. But you know, like I think it's important to just be real with yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Just really understand what you really want. You'll figure it out, JK. I got faith in you, man. The prestige of the program is overwhelming. Small fish, giant pond. Is there a way to stand out among insanely smart students? Of course. Being smart is only one thing. Being smart is great, is a great asset while you're taking exams. But in real life, I'm not the smartest, but I've done some pretty kick-ass things with my career. And it wasn't because I was smart. It was because I was very driven and I took initiative for a lot of things. I've initiated I've initiated a lot of projects at work. I've initiated a lot of programs designed to help people and help our patients and help our own pharmacists, you know? So like, dude, I think always taking initiative is very important, you know? And that's the easy way to stand out. Maybe you could do a pharmacy channel where you get to interview like you get to interview pharmacy students to help other students like see if pharmacies for them. That could always be an idea, you know? Dude, here's the thing, like I think the more pharmacy channels the better. Am I scared about competition? Not really, you know? Because I feel like as a collective, we need to stick together and we need to make sure that people that are going into this field, they really understand and get the full picture of everything. I just want to help them figure out I just want to help people figure out sorry, I've been shooting all day. I just want to help people make a better decision for their own future so they don't feel forced to just go into pharmacy, because We don't need those type of people. You know, I'm not saying those are bad people, but you know, too often you get people that aren't really interested in pharmacy. They just want to do it for pay, or they're not really going to innovate and change pharmacy. And we need more innovative people to change. Heather, I know your situation, so you've told me your story. You have a really deep passion for what you do, so you just got to show people. Take initiative, man. Take initiative. Maybe it's organizing a group that's interested in like oncology or something, whatever you're interested in, you know, initiative. Gary V, baby. No, just kidding. Pocock, no issue for me. I just nervous because I go down the wrong path. Dude, there's no wrong path. And consider yourself really lucky because not everyone has the opportunity, you know. So yeah, Pocock, just, you know, if you have some free time, just take yourself on a walk, go out into nature and shit, or go to the beach, do something really relaxing, and just think about your life decision, man. I got 22 people in this. Damn, this shit is lit. But I only got 10 likes, man. That's pretty sad, dude. And my viewership just dropped down to 15. Luma. Kermit Kardashian. Dude, these names are hella funny. Kevin, I put in my 2 weeks 2 days ago as pharmacy tech. I'm so excited. Dude, I'm excited for you because, you know, as one door closes on your ass, there's always another door that's opening. And I think that's one thing I realized too. After losing my job and stuff, like I realized that, you know, maybe all this was supposed to happen. Maybe this was supposed to give me the kick in the ass to really start my entrepreneur journey and to really up my like true value to people. You know, I'm not turning my back against pharmacy. You know, I love this career. I love this. I love the people in pharmacy too much, you know, to leave you guys behind. So that's why I believe very strongly in actually, I feel very strongly about providing young pharmacists like content and things to help them make up a better decision. So that's why I've been reaching out to a lot of residency people and stuff like that, you know? So yeah. How does one move up in corporate pharmacy? Oh boy. A lot of ass kissing. No. You know what? I think everything in life is based off relationships. One thing that I think, because, you know, at one point my dream was actually to be a pharmacy supervisor, and I actually had some opportunities like interviews and stuff, but one thing I didn't really do as much was actually voice that I wanted to be a pharmacy supervisor, and I didn't get the right mentors, you know. Currently I still have like a mentor for a pharmacy supervisor. She's actually my old supervisor, but yeah, she's keeping an eye out for me for different positions. But, you know, I don't know if it's something I still want. I think it's more prestige than anything. And plus it's like a good chance to stop, like just get off the bench, you know. I think I've been doing this for so damn long that I just want something new and something exciting, you know. And maybe that's why, like when you're on the bench for years and years and years, you're filling prescriptions and all that, you want to see something else. You want to be excited, you know. So yeah, man. Thank you, that helped a lot. People need to work in a pharmacy before choosing to be a pharmacist. It's not easy whatsoever, and very stressful. A lot of people, you're right. Kermit Kardashian, KK. Yo, you're totally right. It's not easy being a pharmacist. A lot of people don't realize it, you know, how hard, how important our job is, because dude, we, at the end of the day, we're the last checkpoint for a lot of things, and people definitely don't appreciate us enough, because in fact, like we probably save the healthcare system quite a bit of money just by checking errors. Now, is that always true? No. I mean, sometimes we actually make the errors, but it's always good for the patient to have someone who really cares, someone who's very available. And that's your neighborhood pharmacist. We're always available, man. Even sometimes we get so fucking. Even sometimes we get so bombarded with everything. We always try to find the time to help people. At least most people I know. It's very hard though. Like especially if you're working in a busy pharmacy by yourself, it gets overwhelming. I mean, at the end of the day, you only got two hands, one mouth, and when people are talking to you while you're on the phone and stuff, it's really easy to get distracted and shit. And this is where a lot of pharmacy errors actually happen. Is because I feel like there's a huge problem, especially in the corporate world. I feel like there's a huge problem that we need to talk about in pharmacy where do we draw the line between ours and our patient safety? I really wonder, man. And I think it's something that if you're a practicing pharmacist, like I would really like to open up that discussion, because cutting hours is so common these days. But here's the thing. It's not like a fast food. You're not going to get a fucking wrong hamburger. Dude, if you give somebody the wrong medication, they could be allergic to it and die. Or even worse, I knew a pharmacist that this person had a history of seizures, and they were giving Depakote, right? But the generic Depakote bottle looks exactly I think the Mylan one looked exactly like the bupropion bottle or something like that. What happened? That pharmacist gave that bupropion, and we all know bupropion can cause seizures. So that person got a straight, like that person ended up going to ER and shit, So yeah, man, it's like shit happens, and it's just like, oh my god. Anthony says, thank you, Kevin. JK says, thank you. Awesome. Kevin, quick question. What's the best way to get a PIC, to ask a PIC or any pharmacist in general for a recommendation? I'm currently working as a pharm tech at CVS, working on a BS in chemistry. Honestly, I think it's just if you work at CVS, ask your current PIC. Or if you want a legit like recommendation, ask them like, hey, if you don't think you can provide me a good recommendation, how can I make myself get a good recommendation? How can I position myself? What else can I do? What are some side effects with lexapro? Some side effects might be suicidal ideation. Black box warning, by the way. The ED. You can get the QTC prolongation, baby. By the way, my name isn't Pocock, but it's amusing to hear you say it. Pocock. Do you want the Pocock? I don't know. I just imagine like a Chinese person behind the thing. Pocock. I wonder. Tell me, what's the meaning behind your Pocock or whatever username? Pretty interesting. Fazai says, Callie says, what's up, Kevin? Love the stream. I'm glad you guys like it because I literally thought about this last minute. I was like, you know what? Everybody wants pharmacy advice from me. And I'm actually really, really flattered because I'm just always so blessed to hear that you guys really respect my opinion and stuff, I do a lot of talking, I do a lot of reading, I do a lot of studying, and so I'm glad that you guys appreciate my opinion. Pharmacy technicians are underpaid and overworked. For sure. 110%. Yat ling ling percent. Or yapa, but whatever. I'm gonna use my preschool Cantonese, man. Yat ling ling percent. Yo, seriously, like I have to say that pharmacy technicians, I give them so much credit. I was one too, so I know exactly the struggle. They don't get breaks, not stable schedule, hours depend on sale, so most times they're part text or even on call. They are the ones that run our pharmacy. we can turn our techs into huge opportunity, like into, they're definitely underutilized too. You know, like I feel like they have so much potential for more. Maybe they definitely can't counsel the medications and stuff, but they can help us with adherence, you know, and we just need to really focus on, we just need to better utilize them. Phi says, what chain are you working at? I'm actually not working right now. Fun fact, I'm actually doing my own entrepreneur type of stuff. So yeah, man, I'm doing digital products and all that sort of stuff. But I'm gonna launch and then see how things go. And if things are good or things don't go so well, then I'll just go back to pharmacy. There's no rush. At the end of the day, pharmacy always has my back. I always have my PharmD, as long as I do my CEs. The only thing I need to do is like my CPR soon. I think it's due next month. So that's crazy. You can give up a 120K job. Would it would take you 8 to 10 years to make $1 million, and it would take me $4 to $50 years to make $1 million. Nah, man, that's the thing. You know, even with $60,000, you can actually make $1 million. Shameless plug, but I actually break it down in my course. So, no, just kidding. Well, I do, but dude, there's like a lot of people choose pharmacy just for stability. And don't get me wrong, pharmacy seems pretty stable right now. I don't know about the future. I don't think anyone knows about the future of pharmacy, you know? I actually talk about automation in my next video. Maybe I'll edit that one next. Let me know, guys. So if you're really interested in that video, I'll edit it sooner, okay? And I thought that was a really good video. There's also another video with like a resident, or if you want me to do a reality versus expectations with a nursing student, let me know what you want me to edit first, and I'll prioritize that. How's that sound? Patients yell at you all day and you cannot make it mistakes. You have to be perfect. You have to help the front counter, drive through, answer phone calls, type prescriptions, put medications away all the time. Don't forget, you guys have to do inventory management too. So it's a lot of work, dude. And I give you guys so much props, and it's easy for a pharmacist to yell at their techs too, because it's frustrating as a pharmacist too. So I understand 110%, Kermit. Many people are applying. You virtually have no weekends off in the schedule. Yeah, you're telling me, man. I'm a pharmacist, and I never like I just hated working weekends. Like everybody else has the day off. You can't meet with your friends. And you get all these weird days during the week, but it is what it is. I might do a part-time job, honestly. What time does your Sunday streams usually start? So I'm actually trying to get it earlier and earlier, because back in the day I used to do it at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But tomorrow, I'm trying to move it down to 6 p.m. So I usually do 6 p.m. streams Pacific Standard Time. So I should probably send out an email about the new change and stuff. I sent out like a few other emails and stuff. So for y'all that don't know, if you sign up for my email list, I actually keep back and forth communication. If there's any changes, I basically let you know. So if you signed up for my emailing list, you should know that I've been doing IG lives every single day. So Kevin _ the refugee, Kevin the refugee _ every single word. That's my IG name, and I do daily streams there in the morning. So but for YouTube, I do a Sunday stream. So I have no idea. I just pressed random keys on my keyboard and that happened. It's so funny. Out of all the words that pop up, POCOP comes out. I was a pharmacy tech, and it was also the worst job that I've ever had. Yeah. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, like for the amount you get paid as a pharmacy tech, if you're not considering doing pharmacy, I would tell you get a different job, dude. I had a blast at GNC, and I was getting paid minimum wage, but making a shit ton of commission. You know, I was making more than I ever did with my pharmacy tech. I didn't get yelled at as often. yo, there's like better jobs out there. But if you're trying to do pharmacy and you want to get a better feel of the field, I would do that. And sure, there's like community pharmacy. There's community pharmacy, but if you can, try to see a hospital. Those are very competitive, but I would always recommend them. I always actually, from time to time, I actually see a lot of job postings there. So about those cool positions. So it's important to be very diverse, and like it's important to be very diverse with your it's important to be very diverse with like get a better perspective of everything. Oh, Kermit was saying schedule so unstable. One day you get out at 4:30, next day you get out at 9 p.m. No holidays off. I quit after 3 years. I feel bad for me, the new pharmacist going in. Hey, it happens. And that's one of the reasons why I want to leave pharmacy, because like I would be down to do a part-time, but doing full-time again, it's W Green. I wonder what company that is, huh? W Green. No, but I think like one of the things about pharmacy, like doing full-time pharmacy, is just that it's not very family friendly, and like I can't do the stuff that I want. And I think after having my dad pass, I realized that, you know what, fuck this shit. Like if things don't make me happy, why am I staying here? You know? I'm staying there for money because I'm scared I won't have enough money when I grow up. But if I develop a rich mindset and really work on my businesses, whether it's Refugee Hustle or any other sort of business that I decide to launch, you know, that's what's going to make me rich, you know, and that's what's going to make me happy, because I can really help out the people that I really want to. So and if you follow my IG live streams, I'm just saying that, you know, I think it'd be really cool to just like be able to do part-time pharmacy and just really give back. I was talking about this morning how, you know, some of the best jobs are like the high school jobs, you know. Why? Because you're just so carefree. Like those jobs don't matter. You don't need it to eat, you know. And it'd be really cool and take a lot of the stress out of pharmacy, because you realize that you don't need to eat from it, you know. So that's my dream. Maybe I'll do that one day. Work at like Jenny's pharmacy or something like that and take it like that. Kevin, where are you gonna share that LinkedIn bio? Dude, I have not updated my LinkedIn in ages, but people message me. I get views on that. It's so fucking crazy. I'm sure people type in my name and it just pops up, but I need dude, I think it still says I'm an intern for like CVS or some shit like that. I don't know. Pretty funny. Yes, please edit sooner. Yo, now hiring a video editor, please. I don't I think so for everyone that wants to know my struggle about video editing, try to shoot your own video and edit. It's very like time consuming. And keep in mind, I've made over 500 videos now. I'm not, don't get me wrong, I'm no like film director. I don't do those crazy B-roll shots and stuff, but I could if I wanted to. But yeah, I don't think people realize how long a video takes to edit sometimes, you know. Because if I just shot it just the way I normally talk, or if I have planned content, like I only started recently doing more planned content because I know I ramble a lot. That's why live streams work really well for me, because I just like flow off the cuff. But yo, it's actually really, really, really time consuming just editing all the time. All pharmacists at my company are not getting raised at all because of pharmacy saturation, and the starting pay for new pharmacists is 55 instead of 65, and are hired part-time. Damn, that sucks. That sucks, but things happen. What about a floater? The one thing about I don't like about being a floater, I guess, but you don't really have a choice, I guess. But with a floater, you have to drive really far sometimes, or you get all the scraps and stuff. But it's part of the flexibility. You give up flexibility for being a floater. I would consider it. Fuck it. I'm still young. I don't got family. I just need to run my business. Shit. Do you keep in contact with my old roommates? Yeah, I do. I still talk to Joe through text mostly. I haven't seen that fool in a long time. Bree and Can, I chill with them pretty often. I saw him maybe last week. I was chilling with Bree last week actually. And then Brandon, I haven't seen in a while. I should probably grab dinner with him or some shit like that. But in general, I've been in my own world. I've been really busy with everything myself. So yeah, man. I feel like I feel like we're all growing. We're all doing our own things. And I saw Jess not too long ago too. So dude, we all say hi to each other and shit. We don't have any beef between us or anything like that, but sometimes you're just caught up with your own hustle, man. How did you gain so much knowledge about investments? Did you read a lot about investments during pharmacy school? Well, fun fact. Wait, hold on. Fun fact. Yeah, because even like my friend Matt, he was like, dude, you know so much about investing. And I'm about to where's all my books at? Where's all my books at? I have even on this count. Okay, so even on this table, I have multiple books. I have Ramit's book. Not these books. These aren't finance. I have Dave Ramsey's. I have Poor Charlie's Almanac. Not gonna pull every single book, but I have Intelligent Investor. I have all the classics. I've been reading blogs. Whoa, holy shit. It's about to fall on me. I read a lot of blogs. I've been reading money magazines since I was a kid. I know a lot about default investing. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like a complete expert at stocks and all that sort of stuff, but I can learn it really quick. And I love it. It's pretty fun. Investing is something I've always done since I was like a kid. So that's why I was just like, a lot of pharmacists don't really know how to invest. And I want to show people that you can be a millionaire with just $60,000 per year, you know? So I will be offering a free mini course too. So I'm pretty much giving about a good like 70% of my course for free. So sign up for my email list if you want that. I'll let you guys know when that comes out. But refugeehustle.com. Did you read a lot about investments in farm school? It was mostly actually undergrad. That's when I did my most reading, my most development about investments too. So mostly undergrad and just growing up too. Kevin, are you worried about your farm student loans? What is your long-term plan with them? I'm going to school and know that I'm also gonna have loans also. It really depends, man. Like you can I think with school loans, there's two ways to go about it. You can pay them ASAP as fast as you can, or you can take the route that I did, just invest the minimum, build up your assets, keep on investing, and the rate that so basically how it works is that your investments are growing faster than your actual debt. So yeah. Thank you so much, Kevin. Do you think retail farm would ever go bankrupt? There have been declining sales in pharmacies such as CVS. Yeah, I know, because freaking my stock for CVS has been like tanking because they keep on acquiring everything. Holy shit. Yeah. Do I think like retail pharmacy will go bankrupt? I don't really understand that question because I feel like I don't think it'll ever go bankrupt. There's always kind of a need for retail pharmacy. Even if like we start automating things, like there's things that retail or community pharmacists you can't replace. You know, people are willing to pay for that service, you know? And no, because let's be real, no one wants to freaking make an appointment just to see a healthcare provider. Sometimes they just want someone who's there who can answer typical medical advice and stuff, you know? So that's one of the great flexibilities with us. But I think we'll ever go bankrupt. I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, I would have to take a look at the balance sheet for CVS and stuff, see how much cash they have left, see their operating expenses, what's going on with them. Yeah, but I don't know. Gracias, Kevin. Kevin, thank you, Kevin. You are the best. We the best. We the best, son. DJ Khaled. Anyways, guys, I've been streaming for about an hour. This was really cool. I didn't think it would turn out so well. I actually had almost 22 people in my stream at one point. So it's pretty dope. Guys, I just hope you guys have a kick-ass weekend. Really, guys, have fun. Life is too short. Don't beat yourself up if you don't know what school to go to or anything like that. Like, seriously, just take one decision at a time and you're gonna be Gucci, man. So farm fam, says JK. Yeah, farm fam. That's right, guys. Anyways, guys, I will see you guys. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys later. I will be streaming tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, baby. And yeah, guys, I mean, have fun for me for this weekend. And I'll see you guys later. Take care. Interview Sylvia. I will let Thirsty Sylvia know. And I don't know if she's down, but she said she's down last time. And I don't know. She's definitely one of my closest friends. So I'll try and make her do it. All right, guys. Take care. Have a good weekend. Healthcare fam.